Hello, my fellow pod pilots of New Eden, Ed here, and here I am in a Celestis, or the little ship that could, as I like to call it. This is a crazy little shield fit. It's got one large and one extra large ancillary shield booster, which the extra large one can rep a whole shields of this Celestis in one go, which is just mental to perform when you're flying against people. In this first fight, I don't kill this Loki, I'll let you know now, but I just thought it was pretty good because I managed to force the Loki off the field by just sitting here. Obviously, he thought he could probably take me before the gate guns got him, but I kind of wanted to test my tank as well, so I thought this was a good shout and just basically managed to just about keep my shields going and force the Loki off the field. I love this little ship. I think it's really cool. I've got a really good armor fit for it as well, and people just want to aggress it. It's sort of great for roaming around and getting those small little gangs to aggress you. Obviously it does very minimal DPS. Most of its DPS is in its drones. You can also kind of swap out the small guns that it's got for neutralizers, which can work pretty well as well. That's more if you're kind of going up against small frig gangs, and perhaps you might want to carry some warriors as well for that. I've had some pretty good luck with that. But as you can see, I'm really struggling with my tank here, but I am still holding the field as that Loki warps off just before he went into structure. Completely unable to catch him because obviously I've only got an afterburner and he's probably got 100 MN afterburner or micro warp drive and can move a lot faster. But just to show the sheer sort of repping power of this little ship against the kind of Loki there was pretty good. Here I come up against a Confessor and obviously an Executor Logi ship. So I thought, well, I could probably tank the DPS of this little Confessor, so let's try and go for the Executor and see if I can take him out, which is a kind of a long battle, and I don't kind of appreciate these fights very much because, you know, there's just this guy camping on a gate, and fair play to have a repping ship instead of a Falcon, but I think there's other ways to PvP rather than bring your ult in and kind of, you know, dual box the tunes like that. I think it's much more fun if he went around and just sort of did solo PvP in his fit. He doesn't need to bring an Executor to make it any more fun or sort of rewarding. In fact, I think it's more rewarding, you know, just going out on your own completely, and if you die to a blob. That's the way it's going to be. But if you're going to hang around on a gate, I suppose, you know, this is probably the only way that he can tank the gate guns and, you know, force fights out of things. But I think he was in faction warfare as well, so I don't know, it's just a strange way of fighting that I haven't really done before, using an ult and just sitting on a gate and repping yourself and aggressing whatever. For him, I guess it doesn't matter if he loses the Executor because it won't be on his kill mail and it won't show up anywhere, and it wasn't in the same corp either, so that's kind of, you know, another sly little way of buffing up your kill board, as it were, I suppose. But rather than keeping the Executor tight on a gate, he's kind of brought it out to kind of chase me or move around. Perhaps he's approached me by accident instead of approaching something else, so the Executor is off gate and I can kill it, so I've just got to keep it up basically. And I'd be looking to swap and change out and try and kill that one straight afterwards, but obviously that's not gonna happen because he's gonna move out before then. A few other things jump in local, and I thought something else was gonna happen, but I think it was just some faction warfare people looking for some kills. But this was a great little kill there to get a cruiser repping ship while that was going on, so I quite enjoyed that. Now, this next one, this is what I look for in this kind of Celestis. I'm looking for a faction uber nice ship that I can tank while the gate guns kill it, and this is exactly what I got here. I got a stratios, really nicely fit as well, and all I've got to do is out tank him until his mates show up. All he thinks he's going to do is scram me and wait for his mates to show up and start repping him and sort him out. But if I start applying the DPS and the drone damage as soon as I can, I've got a chance of killing him. And I'm risking nothing here. He's risking everything. I'm risking about, 30, 40 million ISK. He's risking about 600, 700 million ISK in this engagement. So this is great because, this is just sort of him waiting for his mates and his reps to turn up. But I've got the upper hand. I was quick. I got in there. I applied as much DPS as I possibly could. And there I go. I get the kill. He's got those really nice gecko drones that I try and sort of fluff around scooping. I'm obviously ecstatic at this point and I'm not thinking straight. I should have gone to the wreck and scooped the faction reppers. But as soon as I start thinking about that kind of stuff, other things jump in local and I've got to get out of there if I want to keep my ship alive. But anyway, that was a great little fight, killing a 600, 700 million ISK ship in Celestis. Anyway, till next time, take it easy.